We're live. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody.
I'm trying to open the chat, but of course this being super slow.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Miguel. Uh-oh, Miguel has homework. Hi, Jessica, Toby. Toby, glad you remembered us. We're so easy to forget. Hi, Crystal and Catherine and Jane and Stacy and let's see, Brianna and Tammy and good old Bananas, Heather, Bookteak. Ooh, a lot of you guys are here tonight. Hi, Brenda and Devin. Hi, Kristen. I thought I saw Lizelle. Did I see her name a second ago? There she is. Hey, Lizelle. Hey, Violet. Violet's turning violet. Hey, Christian. What's up? Jessica, Rain, Teal, so many. Hi, Alexa. Congratulations, Alexa, on announcing your new book today. I'm just going to vote. I love the name. I love the working title. I hope it sticks. I think it's catchy and smart. Yay, Marina. Hi, Anna. And if I missed anyone, I tried to get everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, if you guys didn't know, Alexa announced her latest book that she sold today. It was on Publishers Weekly, and she did a video, so make sure you check that out. I'm very sorry, my animals are sneaking in the room. Oh, thanks for popping in, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie, for coming.
Work in the morning. I know that I'm so tired. I've gone 2 days in a row of not enough sleep, and it is just catching up with me. Like I weirdly, like not last night, but the night before, Aaron and I both literally, like it was probably a ghost or something. We both literally woke up at 6 a.m. Like just woke up and we're just like awake. So then we were like, oh, well, that's fine. We'll just go to bed early. And then last night we both were up to like what, babe, 2? Oh, yeah, like 2 in the morning. I was like, we were like, why can't we sleep? What's going on? So
you sent me something really late last night. I saw it this morning and I was like, why was she awake?
Yeah, so because I'm testing out different sleep aids. So like we're trying these gummies, which I definitely swear by. Aaron and I, they say that you'll fall asleep within 30 minutes. Aaron and I took them the 2 nights ago. 100% fell asleep within 30 minutes. They're just melatonin gummies. But I'm a light sleeper and it didn't help with my light sleeping. So then last night I went back to the ZQL, which does help me with my light sleeping, but doesn't help me fall asleep. So then I was looking up, can I take both of them? Which you can. There's nothing wrong with it, but they said, you know, it would just make you like extra drowsy. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not trying to do those and then like drive a car. I'm actually trying to go to sleep. Yeah. So I don't know. I might do the double up, but I'm not going to do it tonight because I know I already dozed off twice this evening. So I'm going to take the ZQL so I can get a deep sleep, and Aaron's going to take the gummies because the ZQL he did not like, but he likes the gummies. So I wish they were those kind of gummies. They're just melatonin gummies. But those kinds of gummies are actually in my book. So, a little spoiler alert. What's wrong, Fox? Oh, hey, Elise. I didn't know you were still in here. So yeah. So long story short, I'm dragging ass today because I'm so and it is so rainy here. Like I shout out to anyone in Texas. Hopefully you're hanging in there. I know it's not been fun. And we're not getting the snow, thankfully, but we're getting so much rain. Just days and days and days of no sunshine, of just deluge of rain. Our whole yard is flooded. It's horrible. So much rain.
It's just windy here.
I hate the rain so much. I mean, I like it. It's like cute for like a minute, you know. I don't want it for like days on end. Like my mood is too much like associated with sunlight. So it's like seasonal affective disorder. If it's rainy, I'm depressed. Like, I need the sun. I've had some good gummies. When we lived in California, we had all kinds of different edibles.
I can't really remember.
Kevin, I remember you had like chips, like potato chips.
No, one of my friends had Cheetos.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. It was Cheetos.
Yeah.
Dude, 10 gummies, that's way too many. I ate half a candy bar once, and I definitely overdosed and almost died. Well, I didn't literally almost die, but like I thought I was going to die. So it was not fun. Oh yeah, well, you got a lot of snow. Exactly. It's not good for the mental health. It's really not.
I saw a thing.
Sorry, Kevin. What?
I saw a thing that was like, goodbye to snow days, because now they're just going to do virtual days now that they know it's possible.
Yeah, they've set a precedent.
Hello, Becca. Welcome.
Oh, hi, Becca. How is it up there in Canada?
Snowy.
That's exactly my problem, Booktique, is I'm very, very affected by the sun. And it wasn't really a problem when I lived in Southern California because we had so much sunlight all the time that I didn't really like think about it. But like here in the winter, I get off work at 4:30 and it's already dark. I mean, it's starting to slowly get lighter around that time, but it would already be dark. And it's like I lose all motivation and productivity once the sun is gone. And like in the morning, I have to open all the curtains, all the blinds, and I have to let the sun in, or I'm just gonna like not wake up and I'm gonna be in a grumpy mood. And so it's really hard for me here in the winter. And both winter, because we've been back here for 2 years now, both winter since we've moved left California, it's not good for me. It's not good for my writing. I haven't even filmed any videos the last few weeks for a plethora of reasons, but that's one of them. I'm just like in such a funk. It's like by the time it gets dark, it's like, ugh. It's like I have such a small window of time where I feel good during the day. So, oh my gosh, Kristen, that's funny.
Like I said, she misses the LA weather. What?
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, yeah, Damien said you should get one of those sun lamps.
Oh yeah, I should. We have like the light bulbs that mimic sunlight.
Yeah. Oh, look, Jessica just said the same thing. Have you tried UV light therapy? Just get one of those boxes and just like put it right in your face.
I should try, because I do. I just like, I have such a hard time. Like during the day when I'm working, I'm like, yes, dude, when I get off work, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And then literally as soon as I'm off work, I'm like, everything is horrible. I'm going to go in bed. And then I just stay in bed all night. Yeah, the rain here in North Carolina has just been horrible. Oh, you're down in San Diego. Nice. Great weather down there for sure. But I should try UV light therapy for sure.
Becca is in Toronto. I read a thing today that said that Toronto is considered the sixth safest city in the world and the safest city in North America. I said that to one of my Canadian coworkers who lives in Toronto, and she was shocked.
I mean, it seems pretty safe. Like I could see it. Like
she must not know what it's like to be in a not safe place.
Yeah. I do take a high dose of vitamin D every day.
I was supposed to, and I just forgot.
I take like 125 micrograms, which is like 4,000 IUs or whatever.
Lizelle is also shocked. Why? If you guys don't,
dude, these Canadians don't know what real crime is like.
You must not know what it's like.
Go to Chicago. You will feel very unsafe.
That's true. What?
Do you guys have things that will detect the sounds of bullets to let you know?
I had a friend get stabbed with a screwdriver in the good part of Chicago, like what they call the good part of Chicago. So
yeah.
Grow lights or UV lights? I mean,
no, I've been to like I've been to so many major cities, and I definitely could tell you of all the major cities that I've been in, I probably felt the safest in Toronto.
Marina, I've never ever seen a gun.
What?
Marina said, I've never ever seen a gun before I got to the US 4 years ago.
Yeah. Dude, you can't. Around here where I live, people wear a gun into the fast food places. Okay. So.
They must have really small penises. Who needs to carry a gun?
She's a woman, so.
She must be insecure about something else. Who needs to carry a gun into a fast food place?
Yeah.
In our hometown, they used to. Do you remember they used to? I mean, they do still sell guns in Walmart. I mean, that's pretty common.
I mean, we grew up 50 miles outside of Chicago, and I have been shot at and had a knife held up to my neck before. So I've had.
To be fair, Laura getting into.
I did ride with a rough crowd. I'm not gonna lie. I have had 2 friends, die because of gun violence. So when I was in high school. That's what I'm talking about, Catherine. Like down here in North Carolina, like everyone. Yeah.
Well, Lizelle, you're number 6. So.
Yeah. We started out with the big dogs today.
And the big snores.
I was about to say, speaking of big dogs. Well, it was so Falcor has really bad anxiety when it storms, and so it's been storming a lot lately. So he's been drugged up a lot lately. We give him half a trazodone, and he just basically sleeps all day. But if not, he gets so scared. Like even if it's not thundering, like even just hard rain, he shakes uncontrollably and he whines. And then like he also can't sit still. So he'll go and like hide behind you. And then you're like, okay, come here. And then he gets up and moves and walks on the bed. And then he goes under the table and like he just can't sit still and he's shaking uncontrollably. It's just too much. So we just give him half a trazodone and he relaxes and goes to sleep for the rest of the day. So he's going to be snoring pretty hard probably tonight. Marina. I've seen a lot of things in my day. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, I hung out with people that were in gangs. So that's probably what I was saying.
Okay, I
think some of those things. So, I mean, you know.
Mine wasn't so traumatic, so my upbringing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laura.
I'm actually, I don't want to start getting into traumas here. Oh yeah, what is your drinking tonight? I'm drinking the good old Diet Pepsi, and I also have some Zero Gatorade. The blue is the best. What about you, Kev? What are you drinking tonight?
Hello, Marina. I actually just water. I was gonna stop at the store and get something, but I don't want to go in anywhere, and I couldn't get anything delivered in time. So I was like, oh, I could like stop at this because I really wanted to go to the store and get something, and I was like, I don't want to go into the store, and the store down the street doesn't have self-checkout, so like I have to interact with people, and it just like doesn't feel safe.
No, not worth it. Hi, Miranda. I'm glad you're able to pop in.
Hey, Lizelle, how much water have you drank today? Speaking of which, Laura, how much water have you drank today?
Today? Does the in my coffee count?
No.
Then none.
Damien told me no, because I always ask the same thing. Because I was like,
I mean, it's water. It's made with water.
It's not bean water.
Flavored water, okay?
You said it doesn't count because coffee dehydrates you. So you should be drinking more water.
Okay, fair. That's fair. Jessica, I didn't know that. I do know we used to give him CBD stuff, but then our vet said that he could take half a trazodone, so that's why. And I have a ton of trazodone because I used to take them to sleep, and now I can't anymore. So,
Toby hasn't drank water in a week. What is wrong with everyone? Yeah.
Really, Christian? That's funny. Christian and I are on the same wavelength. I have been drinking more water. Just today I hadn't, but.
Okay, but Lizelle, if you're working out, you should be drinking even more water than if you weren't working out. The more active you are, the more water you should be drinking.
Yeah, that's actually like not good. If you're exercising that much and not drinking water. Ugh.
Well, Damien also said, wait, Laura drinks Diet Pepsi, she doesn't drink water. That'll dehydrate you. How is she still alive? So
it's a good question because I also take a water pill that makes me, dehydrated. So
one of my pills, either upping it or whatever, getting a new one, causes really bad dry mouth, and it says I need to drink even more water.
Thanks.
And I just I've been trying, but I'm
convinced that's why I chip my tooth, because my mouth is so dry. I'm gonna make it so dry for you.
I realized the other day I have a chip in one of my front teeth right here. I don't know how long it's been there, but I think
mine got chipped from a nut. And because of COVID, I don't want to go to the dentist. I'm scared. But I found out that I got bumped up in the group to group 3 here in North Carolina. So I'm thinking I'm going to be able to get the vaccine maybe at the, they're going to start giving it to teachers at the beginning of March. So maybe the end of March, early April, I'm hoping. So then the only other person in my house will still need it is Aaron.
Give me that. Laura, you didn't. Well, you think he'd be higher up because diabetes?
But North Carolina is not using health for their tiers.
That's okay. That's me is crazy because diabetes, if you get it, it can kill you. But whatever. Laura, you never saw my text that Damien.
Yes.
Did you not see my text? Because
no, you never texted me that.
I texted, but you sent me a TikTok, so I think it got buried. Damien's aunt sent us for his birthday like some random snacks from Costco, and this was in the box.
It's the best fun.
We never even mentioned it to her, and she just happened to buy it for us.
If you guys have some tofu, you can throw it in there too. It'd be really good.
I hadn't thought of that.
Dude, you need to because we put chicken in ours sometimes. You need to make that fried rice recipe I sent you.
I'm probably gonna make it next week.
Oh my God, Kevin, it's the best fried rice ever.
Me and Damien are going back to trying a new recipe every week because we've been really bored with like every food we normally eat.
That's what Aaron and I are trying to do. We've been doing like new recipes and stuff, and so I got that fried rice one. It is so good. And then we added chicken to it. It's a recipe for no whatever, but you could add tofu if you wanted, and you could also do pineapple in it, like pineapple fried rice.
Pineapple fried rice, I don't dislike it, but like I'd prefer tofu fried rice.
Yeah.
Lizelle, stop it. Stop not drinking water. It's so bad for your organs.
Well, I got I work for a pharmaceutical company. And so they got us deemed essential workers. So that's why I got bumped up.
What?
If I was in New York, I'd already have it because they got people who are fat. They gave it to them.
One of my not my coworkers. One of my Asian siblings just got it because she's a cancer survivor. So
see, North Carolina is not using health as a determinant for anything. It was age.
To me.
It was age, and then like where you work.
Oh, Catherine already got the vaccine because I work in dispatch. I just wish my parents were able to get it before me. Yeah.
Yeah, luckily my in-laws who live with us currently, they were able to get it because of the age bracket. So.
Christian, I have asthma, and they do not care in California, apparently.
It's not about dying per se, Lizelle. It's about like your body slowly like not getting what it needs, and then eventually it will catch up to you when you're old.
Here's what I will say.
They're not gonna.
Here's what I'll say. As someone who had, well, I guess you're in Canada, so it doesn't matter about medical bills, but I did get a kidney stone that was probably due to not enough intake of water. And let me tell you, it was one of the most painful things ever. I literally laid on a bench outside of emergency care and screamed. and cried while Damien called me an Uber to get to the real hospital.
See, Christian, I also have asthma, so you would think that would be a reason.
I have it too, and you think that they would care, but although I got a thing from my doctor's office that was like, figure out if you're eligible, but it's like, here's how you know if you're eligible. I'm not. I've looked at the list. I'm not eligible yet, but I want to be.
I know I have a lot of like comorbidities that should make me able to get it. That's why I was happy that I got bumped up, because I would like to get it soon. That's why I have like I've literally not left my house. I've left my house 2 times since March last year.
I will say though, there are people that need the vaccine, especially in California, more than I do. Yeah. So again, not complaining. I just wish that there was like an infinite amount so I can get it there. I do understand that there are people that definitely need it more than I do.
Exactly, Alexa. I do wish they would use health, because there's a lot of people who are way more like, I'm really scared if I got it. Like, people who are overweight do not fare well with it. Not only am I overweight, I have high blood pressure, I have asthma, my husband has diabetes. Like, we kind of need it. Like, you know, I had an asthma attack earlier today, so that wasn't fun. My asthma has been really bad the last like 2 months.
As Jane said, she said, as someone who works with the elderly, I'm just going to say it's better for us to take care of our health and bodies now. It really takes a difference in the long run. Lizelle, get a glass of water, please. You too, Laura. Get a glass of water.
I know. Look, here's the deal. I'm going to be really honest, and then we're going to go into a sprint. I have issues. We all know this. Okay, I'm not hiding this from anyone. And I am trying really hard this year to be better, to take better care of myself mentally and physically. However, I also have to be honest about the who I am and what I'm capable of, and trying to like wake up tomorrow morning being a completely different person. Not only is it impossible, but also sets me up for failure. So I'm just taking things one day at a time. I am doing better with a lot of stuff.
I have a suggestion. Then instead of being like, I need to drink 100 ounces of water a day, why don't you just start something small? Like, tomorrow, I'm going to drink 1 glass of water.
That's what I'm saying. Like, today's, like, not kidding. Like, today's the first day that I haven't, like, I've been having at least one, like, you know, my mason jar glasses. Yeah. I've been making sure that I have at least one every day during work. I honestly don't know why I didn't today. I don't remember, like, why I didn't. But I haven't. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do baby steps and do little things to slowly get better habits. But I'm working on my mental, you know, I'm having a little bit of a mental health issue these days that I'm also trying to work with. So baby steps.
Baby steps in the kitchen. Wait, was it kitchen?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
All right. I'm going to start pulling up a timer. Do we want to do 15 or 20 minutes first? Is anyone actually writing tonight? I think I'm going to.
You asked me earlier, I didn't respond because I was reading something in chat. No, you asked me what I was drinking. You didn't ask me what I was working on, but I'm working on the middle grade today. So.
I'm going to try to work on some of my zero drafting. We'll see if the juices are flowing. If not, then I'm going to go back to reading this, which I was reading on my lunch today, which I'm really liking so far. So this is the book.
It looks like a magazine.
I know it's because he self-published it, but if you read the if you read the introduction, he like basically gives you his credibility, his ethos of who he is. He's written like 50 horror books. He's been nominated for like the Bram Stoker and the Shirley Jackson and like all these things. So even though it's self-published, like, he knows his stuff.
I feel like he just chose a weird dimension for the book.
No, I agree. It might have been cheaper, you know, like I don't know.
I thought weird sizes, though, were usually more expensive, but I don't know. I don't know anything.
20, 15, 20. Looks like we're going to do.
Christian says, does anyone else ever have too many book ideas at once? I think I finally decided which project to work on for now.
Oh, yes. My gosh, me.
Also, someone who deals with that, too, is Lizelle. She's always like, I have this new book idea. I'm like, okay, sit down.
Also, just as I'm pulling up this timer, did you guys like our thumbnail for the live stream? I thought it was so funny, dude. I could not stop laughing about it last night.
Also, Jane in chat said she's reading a craft book. I saw on her Instagram she's reading. I think
I've heard of that. Is it Donald Mass's book? Yeah, the emotional craft of fiction. I've heard of that. That's definitely on my radar.
I think Jane's reading. Oh, writing deep scenes.
Yes, that's another good one.
Diane, like your thumbnail.
It's funny. I laughed so hard at it, dude. It was just, you gotta just laugh when you can.
I say Laura tickles herself pink.
I did. All right, let's share the screen.
Alfalfa, whatever you're doing, stop doing it. A dog or a phone vibrating?
Oh, it's Falcor snoring.
It kind of sounds like a phone vibrating on a surface.
All right, are we ready? Thank you guys for the thumbnail love.
This one too?
It was my idea and Aaron executed it. So what?
Is this timer new?
Yeah, Aaron made it today. I asked him to make a cute St. Patrick's Day one. So
I don't remember this one.
We're getting ready for the next holiday. I asked Aaron to make a cute St. Patrick's Day timer. So just wait too. It's got some animated stuff too.
It reminds me of the Lucky Charms.
It does. It's a lot like that. Yeah.
But I also kind of wish it was more like the one from the Leprechaun horror movie.
Yes. No, not this last Halloween, but the Halloween before. Aaron and I watched all of the. Actually, I don't think we watched all of them. We watched the first 3 or 4.
Did you watch the one where it's Back to the Hood or whatever?
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood. That's a good one. I think the only one we didn't watch is there's a Leprechaun in Space one. I don't think we left that one.
It's not good.
Oh, none of them are good.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome, Paige. You're here just in time for our first writing sprint. Ooh, that's a good Disney movie, Luck of the Irish.
Ooh, I love that movie.
And if you're looking for this cute timer outside of this, Aaron has a timer channel where we put all the timers so it doesn't mess up my analytics anymore. So 2.0 timers. All right, ready for our first sprint?
Yeah, I just want to say welcome, Paige. You already said it, but I hadn't yet. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. See you in 20 minutes. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, pilgrims.
Howdy ho.
You'll bring it real way back.
Oh no, Jane. We had pizza for dinner. We had Little Caesars.
We're having spaghetti.
What?
We're having spaghetti.
We usually tend to have pizza on Thursdays just because of like me going live and stuff. It's just easier.
Well, I'm actually having angel hair because spaghetti's disgusting.
Oh yeah, that's what we eat too.
Christina wants to know, she's having trouble with chapter size. How many words are in a chapter? I feel like it's a loaded question. Laura, do you want to?
I'm actually terrible with chapters, so I'm not the person to ask.
Yeah, you're asking two people who aren't published. You should ask like Lizelle or Alexa. They'll probably have a better idea of what. Well, I mean, yeah, I have no idea. I just kind of go with the flow, you know? I don't like spaghetti because it's like chewing worms. They're so thick. I don't like them.
Sorry, I'm having a. Give me a second.
It's fine. So angel hair is by far superior to spaghetti noodles. Everyone knows it. And it cooks way faster. It's like done in like 3 minutes. I like farfalla though too, the bow ties. Yes, boutique, drink a glass of water. This is what we shall be doing. Jacqueline, have you tried the new Chromatica Oreos? Because they're not very good. Spaghetti for dinner with homemade chicken meatballs. I don't know. I used to like vegetarian meatballs, but now I'm kind of getting over them. Damien still really likes them though, so he eats them.
Okay, sorry.
Angel hair is the best. Agreed. Eat it all. It's delicious.
I go through phases of what kind of noodle I like.
Never spaghetti. Never spaghetti.
Never spaghetti. Right now it's penne.
Okay, I like penne. I like penne. I honestly like all noodles except for spaghetti. Spaghetti noodles are just gross to me. They're so thick.
Yeah, I don't like spaghetti.
You know what I really like that we don't ever get because it's like a weird one is the pinwheel ones that are like look like little wheels. Those ones are fun. I like making penne when
I like farfalla.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I love farfalla. I like doing penne when I'm gonna like bake it, put some cheese on top, some breadcrumbs. Penne's perfect for that.
They're called farfalla.
The bow ties in your stores haven't had me crave. Look, bow ties are delicious. My spaghetti, I like angel hair, Walmart brand sells. Okay, I know that Walmart, I mean, there are other places that sell the thin spaghetti too, but I don't really understand what is a thin spaghetti as opposed to...
It's basically angel hair. We've gotten it as well. It's a little thicker than angel hair, but not as thick as spaghetti.
I would say, because we bought it before when they were out of angel hair, but I was like, I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. Tortellini is delicious. Tortellini is delicious.
I love ravioli.
Okay, macaroni is good. I kind of like miss minestrone now that you say that. I've never had minestrone. I've had like stuff similar to minestrone, but I don't think I've ever had actual. Ooh, poutine. I hate you. I want poutine. Egg noodles are good. My mom used to make what was it? I forgot what noodles they were. The long, skinny, flat ones. She'd make that with what? Linguine? Is it linguine? I don't know. She used to make it with beef stroganoff. No, that's not. She didn't use those. She used egg noodles for that.
Yeah, she used egg noodles.
I like egg noodles. I didn't really like beef stroganoff though.
Fettuccine is good too. Yeah.
Bananas. If you make me the best minestrone, I will eat it all. I'm sorry, Alexa. Oh my god, gnocchi. Okay, that's like a close second favorite one because I love it.
Yeah, I love gnocchi too. And rotini is good.
Trader Joe's sells a gnocchi that is stuffed with mozzarella and marinara sauce. It's so good. Somebody said ravioli. Oh, Crystal, yeah. Ravioli is delicious.
Yeah, I especially love like breaded fried ravioli.
Oh, yeah. Dude, give me a
Trader Joe's has it now.
Who does?
Trader Joe's. Remember I sent it to
Oh,
you.
that's right. You did. Yeah, but now that I have an air fryer.
Or was it Costco?
It was one of them.
Yeah.
But now that I have an air fryer, can you imagine putting those in your air fryer?
Oh. Jane, no. I'm gonna veto the zucchini noodles.
I've never had zucchini noodles, so.
Blech. They're called zoodles.
I do want to try spaghetti squash because I mean spaghetti squash noodles because it's like, I don't know. People say they're good. I want to try it.
No. Squash is gross.
There was a place, I love squash. There was a place in Laura and I's college town, an Italian restaurant that sold something called the Red and White, and it was a plate of pasta where half of it was marinara and half of it was Alfredo sauce.
Sorry, Jane. I just hate zucchini and I hate squash. I like to get that from places where, like, if you get like chicken, I like to get chicken parmesan, but then instead of spaghetti, you get fettuccine Alfredo.
So you like the tour of Italy?
Yes.
Olive Garden. Also, can we talk about? Oh, I'm sorry, Alexa. You said no more carb talk, but garlic bread, delicious.
I was actually just telling Aaron earlier today, I was like, I wonder if I could go 7 days without eating carbs. I really don't think I could, but I was like, maybe I could try. But then I was like, I literally don't, like, I just don't think it's possible. I just don't think I could, even if I tried.
Look, you just said earlier, not trying to wake up and be a new person. Why don't you
try?
No,
I know. That's why I said like 7 days, like as like a not like not even whatever. But
start small though. Start with
yeah, you're right. Like maybe I should try to do no carbs for 1 day.
Yeah, I would try
literally, or maybe I could just try one meal because I literally have carbs every meal.
I love lasagna. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, dude, we've been making this crock pot baked ziti, but it's really kind of more like lasagna, only with penne noodles. And it's just so good. But we stopped making it. We made it like, you know, because I get on these kicks, so we made it like 50 times in like a month, and then we haven't had it since then.
Well, do you remember when we lived together and I made that spaghetti recipe that had like a pound of butter in it?
Yes.
That was so good, but would kill me now.
I don't like Carrabba's. It's something about their red sauce I don't really care for, which is weird because I love red sauce, but I don't really like Carrabba's food.
I don't know. What is Carrabba? Is that a chain or like a brand?
Olive Garden lasagna is gross. I would agree with that. It's a chain.
Never had it.
Yeah, Aaron and I have only been once because we just did not like the red sauce, and it's like, you know, it's an Italian restaurant, so it's like
the I don't remember what brand it is, but like the brands that sell like frozen lasagna, they sell one now that has vegetarian ground beef in it. Cool. I love spinach lasagna. Even before I was vegetarian, I love spinach lasagna. It's so good. I used to get it because like sometimes they like when I used to eat lunch at work, they would be sold out of the meat one, so I'd get the veggie one. It's so good. Okay, Jessica, I need you to make me some garlic breads. Some
Dude, their breadsticks are not good anymore.
Yes, they are. Well, I don't know. I haven't had one in years, but
I'll say they're actually not good anymore. They're disgusting.
Have you had them fresh though?
Yeah, we got Olive Garden for our anniversary.
Do you remember it? But what is it like fried?
Oh yeah, fried lasagna fritters. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause remember for our anniversary, since we couldn't do anything, we picked up Olive Garden and ate it at the beach at night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Damien's birthday, so we are gonna get sushi, but we're gonna get the expensive sushi place, and we're gonna get a lot of it.
Fazoli's does have good breadsticks. Sushi is not a celebration food to me.
Well, like we really like sushi, and there's like a vegan sushi place, and so they like make fake everything, like fake fish everything, and it's so good. Their rolls are expensive because it's all fake.
Fake.
My whole life is fake, Laura.
Don't I know it?
Welcome to the Kevin mukbang. I'm like the worst at this.
Do we want to go ahead and do another sprint?
Sure.
Do we want to do another 20 or do we want to do a 15?
Probably a 20. People seem to like the 20.
Like the 20? 10, 10, 10, 20.
Joe.
I do like sweet potato sushi.
Yes. Oh, when it's like yes. Delicious. We found a sushi place like a block from here that does like veggie rolls that are pretty cheap, but they're just okay. They're not as good as the other place we go to. The other place we go to is in Westminster.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up another 20. I did not get any writing done on the last one. I just did some more reading, but I am gonna try to do some, because I realized I had my notes across the room, so I have them now, so I'm gonna try to do some zero drafting. Did you get anything done, Kevin?
If I'm being really honest, I got distracted by a painting I'm working on, and I just did it for 20 minutes. But I'm gonna pull out my laptop now. I'm putting the painting aside. Damien, Jessica said happy early birthday.
Thank you.
He said thank you, in case you didn't hear him.
Speaking of laptops, I'm getting a new one. But it's not going to be here for like 2 weeks, so that kind of sucks.
Alexa, if you live by a Ralph's, they actually sell pretty good vegetarian sushi.
You also enjoy that Ralph's, no, Vaughn's 7-layer dip.
Oh my God. One day we bought it.
And you brought it to my apartment?
I think it was right after you moved, actually. We bought it again. And we were like, okay, we're going to get lunch, but we're really hungry, so we're just going to get this and eat a little bit in the car because we're like starving, right? We just ate the whole container in the car. It's so good.
I'm getting a new MacBook Air, the gold one.
Look, Alexa, where I live, the Ralph's is across town. It's annoying. I used to live like a block from one, and I loved it. So annoying.
You know, where we lived in Glendale was the first place that wasn't close to a Ralph's. Actually, I don't think our place in Pasadena was close to a Ralph's either.
No, I used to grocery shop at Target.
Yeah, we grocery shop at Target in Pasadena, and Glendale, Vaughn's was like 1 block over, so we just walked over to Vaughn's.
The Vaughn's is really close, but again, I don't like that there's no self-checkout.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I hate self-checkout, so.
But we're just doing all delivered groceries anyway, so.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Let's do another 20 minutes. All right. Go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Welcome back, everybody.
You there, Kev? It's me, Laura.
Can you not hear me? Hello?
Can't hear you. Got my bird suit on.
Hello? Can anyone else hear me?
Oh, wait. I might have muted my... Did I mute it? Now try.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I forgot. I think I accidentally hit mute.
Are you there, Kevin? It's me, Margaret.
I always forget too, like the comments are on a delay. So I'm like, we've already established this. It was me, y'all. It was me. Who's the boo? Me.
Lainey started shopping on Happy Planner.
Goof. Dude, I signed up for text messages from Happy Planner so I could get an extra like 10% off or whatever like months ago. And now they be blowing up my phone every day. Same with Joann Fabrics.
Joann Fabrics sends me texts like every day.
Joann Fabrics be texting me. Happy Planner be texting me. Michael be texting me.
For me, it's Joann's and Mother's Market. Mother's Market every day has sales now. I'm just like, I'm gonna live near one.
Mother's Market.
What?
So what is Mother's Market?
It's like Sprouts, but just a different chain. But there's one right across the street from my work. So when I used to work in the office, I could go there and like get discounts for signing up for their like tech thing. Now they still send them to me, and I don't even live near one.
I am like so upset because this is my first year getting the Happy Planner that you can decorate, because I've been so excited all these years. I just wanting one to decorate, and then like there's nothing to put in my planner, so I haven't been decorating it because it's just like I'm decorating it and then writing nothing in the planner.
Well, find things to write in it. Use it for memory keeping.
I already have a planner for that.
Oh, well then, yeah, you screwed yourself. Screwed the boat.
So yeah, so I was like, I was gonna use it for like, all my like content calendar, like when I'm gonna film and like write and like all these like creative things I'm doing, but then I'm like not doing anything creatively, so I still have nothing to put in it. Again, I am not good at being a human, and I'm slowly trying to work on it. So we'll see. I know that's what I was trying to do, but then like I'm being really honest, like the last 2-3 weeks, I've done no writing, no filming. I've been in I wouldn't say a dark place, but it's dim. I'm going through some things. I think they call it burnout.
I just put like the little tasks I want to get done per day. So that way, to be honest, like with the burnout thing, like because of COVID, I want to feel like I need to not be so hard on myself. So I'm putting easy tasks down too. Like, to be honest, I'm putting down stuff like shower. Like that way I feel like I'm accomplishing something, because right now
I can't even accomplish that these days, Kevin.
Anything feels like an accomplishment. So
I'm literally not even accomplishing a shower most days.
Well, I've even started putting down like post a TikTok.
Right now, I've set a goal for myself of every day when I wake up, I put on pants and I put on warm socks and I have to open the curtains and drink a cup of coffee. Those are the only requirements that I make myself meet for the day. And some days I struggle even doing that.
Lainey,
I say put on pants because I sleep with the top. I just don't sleep with pants. So I have to put the pants on. I'm not like topless with pants. That's weird.
Lainey says she does the same. I will sometimes do things and then after I've already finished them, then put them on my to-do list just so I can mark it off to feel like
That's funny. Thank you, Jane. Same to you. Yeah. And it's just like sucks because it's like, I don't know. You know, it's like nothing caused it per se. And I wouldn't say I'm like, I don't want to go as far as to say I'm depressed, because I've been depressed and I've definitely like, I'm not relapsing in that way, but I'm just struggling. I'm hitting a blip, you know. It's like a lot of the time I've been really good at like ignoring all the stressors of the world right now and just like trucking along, but then every once in a while it hits me, the reality of it hits me, and then I just have a really hard time you know, with motivation and stuff. So
I just think that we're living through an unprecedented time, and we need to take our wins where we can get them. So I think that if people are feeling struggling, that like, you know, we need to give ourselves small goals, like maybe brush your teeth, because for some people that is a struggle right now. And I think that if you can do that one thing you put on your list, then you're succeeding. That we should feel good about that and not put so much pressure on ourselves to create right now. You know, I think that we should do things that feel like they're making us happy. Like if you need to take time off reading, if you need to take time off writing, if you need to take time off whatever your hobby is, whatever you like to do, I think that we just need to be really, especially creative things that take a different kind of mental energy. I think that we just need to be easy on ourselves and not push ourselves so hard right now.
That's why I told myself like I have to open the curtains every morning, because sometimes I would just be in such a funk that I would just like leave them closed. But leaving them closed makes me stay in the funk. So it's like I made it a rule that like I have to open the curtains every morning. I have to, so that I don't stay in that like funk negative space all day.
I mean, they say that like if you're dealing with being like a funk or depression, that one thing that can really help is when you wake up, just changing your clothes can actually help people, because it makes you feel like a new day has started. You're wearing new fresh clothing and you just feel better about yourself when you change.
Yeah. So what you're saying is I shouldn't just put back on the same sweats I've been wearing.
Well, I mean, that's still new. That's still fresh compared to what you slept in.
Oh God.
Like, let's be fair. Like, I've had I have a weekly to-do list that's rolling. I've had the same thing on it for like 2 months now, and I haven't done it still, just because I just don't want to. So like, nobody's perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like we need to be easy on ourselves. And maybe find a new hobby to help you out. I mean, a lot of people are getting into different things. Like puzzles are really popular right now.
Aaron and I we worked on Legos for Valentine's Day. And I also got Aaron some Legos for Valentine's Day, so he's been doing a lot of Legos.
Did he find that piece?
No, but he was able to put it together without it. Like it was like you know, like a base piece where they had like 4, and it was just like one of the ones in the middle, and then it had a thing that went over the top of it, so he just put it over the top of it anyway, and you didn't even know it's not there.
Oh, that's good.
But we put together the Flintstones. So I didn't realize, you know, I've never done a Lego kit before in my life.
Ever?
Never. And so I didn't. Oh my gosh, that scared me. So I didn't realize how long they take. And so we didn't start it until like 10 p.m. And so like at 3 in the morning, I was like, I have to go to sleep. We have to hurry up and finish this. It was on Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh my God. And so basically, like, there's like different parts. I basically helped put together the car, and then I watched Aaron put the rest of it together. So
I like the Harry Potter like Hogwarts that came out puzzle set literally takes so long that people are streaming on Twitch them putting it together, because it takes like 20+ hours to put together.
Yeah. Aaron's this one, the Flintstones one was bigger than his. I got him a Star Wars ATST, so that one took him like 4 hours. I think this one took a total of like 6 hours. So the next one that we want to get to put together, but we're gonna, you know, start it at an earlier time in the day, was we want to get the Sesame Street one. Which is like a really big one. But what was cool is, you know, we put together the Flintstones one, and we watched both Flintstone movies while we put it together.
Lizelle said she took her Sesame Street, took her over 3 days.
Yeah. As we were figuring, that's like a full activity for sure.
Also, Crystal, if you listen to audiobooks while playing Candy Crush, I did the same. But I would recommend trying puzzles, because I think puzzles is another thing you can do while listening to audiobooks.
I've been trying to read, but I also just have a hard time sitting and reading.
I'm just having a really hard time getting into the book I'm reading, which I'm not going to say what book it is, but Laura recommended it. And
hey, I said I was reading it, so I was like, you should read it too. Lots of people are reading it. I finished it.
It's definitely not what I thought it was going to be.
No. Lizelle finished it today.
I just am finding myself not caring about either character.
Yeah. I just started listening to an adult horror that I'm liking so far. I don't know if anyone here like reads adult horror, but it's on Scribd, and it's called The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. And it's really good so far. It's adult. It's like it takes place in North Carolina too, which is weird. And it's like about a woman who like lives with her uncle, and he like has this like museum of curiosities, and then there's like a door, a portal. There's a door that's a portal to like other scary realities.
Yes. So Books and Lala either talked about this or she read it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm listening to it right now on Scribd. It's I mean, it's good so far. I'm pulled in already, and it's pretty early on, and I usually take a while to get pulled in. So. Well, it's on Scribd, Lizelle, if you want to listen to it. Jane, have you heard of this book then? If you read adult horror, it's what did I say it was called? The Hollow Places, I think. It gave me like Stranger Things vibe. Like the concept, not necessarily reading it, but like this sort of like alternate reality, but it's like full of monsters and like, you know, bad stuff. So it's called The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. Well, let me know what you guys think, because I just started it today, and I definitely am liking it. So everyone who wants to listen to it or is currently listen to it, and we'll talk in 2 weeks, because Kevin should tell you that we're taking the week off next week.
I was gonna wait till the end. Yeah, we're taking.
I brought it up.
We're taking next week off from Thirsty Thursday. This time we have a reason. It is my birthday, and I just want to spend it with my boyfriend. So taking next Thursday off.
Yeah, just kidding.
But links below is my Amazon wish list. No, I'm kidding. But I'll be there with you all in spirit. But after that, we shouldn't. I feel like we've been taking a lot of weeks off recently, but we shouldn't again for a while, I think.
Probably not. No, we did like
birthday, I think,
2 weeks ago, because I had a lot of stuff going on, and like I told you guys, I've been kind of struggling. To be honest, like when I still like coming. Like it's like one of those things where it's like so hard for me to get me to do anything, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go live. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to write. I just want to lay in my bed. But then as soon as I get here, Aaron reminded me of this. He's like, you love going live. You always have a good time.
Yeah, I know.
Like you have to like make yourself when you're in that funk, you know? I was like, you're right. I do have a good time. I do enjoy it. So
it's hard when you're in the middle of it, though.
Yeah. Also, really quick, I don't know if you guys got to see my beautiful Valentine's Day flowers. I'm obsessed with them. They're so pretty. They smell so good. Aaron had them delivered to me, and they smelled, well, it was a, socially distanced, contactless delivery, but deliberately. She put them on our porch, rang the doorbell, and ran away. So
I'm doing something similar tomorrow for Damien's birthday, but he doesn't know, so I can't go into detail. But it's going to be I told him it was a stripper, and he was not happy with that.
They smell so good, you guys, and they really it's so weird what little things can do, but like, honestly, it sounds so cheesy, that like when I'm not feeling good or like feeling done, I honestly just like look at them or like just smell them, and it instantly puts me in a better mood. I'm just like, they're so pretty when everything in life is so ugly. So, love flowers. All right, we ready to do another sprint?
Yep. Also, thank you, Jane, for the early happy birthday. Thank you.
Okay, let's do 15 this time. Oops.
Also, thank you, Jane, for the early happy birthday. What was that?
Sorry, that was my bad. I accidentally hit the thing because I have the chat from that one.
Oh.
So then I hit the thing, and yeah. Anyway, it was an accident. my bad. I was like, wait, Kevin, did you just repeat yourself? So weird.
Fun fact, I did actually. I'm getting to that stage where like I just hate what I'm writing. I feel like a bad writer, and so I'm trying not to push it too much, but I did get a little bit done on the middle grade so far. So
nice. I was like doing so good on my book too. Like I was making really good progress, and then I just hit a mental wall. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Why is it doing that?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What's happening?
It's just it's a me thing. Just
having a me party.
Having a me party. Party just for me.
Can anybody name what that's from besides Laura?
I doubt it. All right, we ready for our 15-minute timer?
Born ready. Roll on, dog.
Yeah, it's a puppy party.
Puppy party.
Oh, I should have made that one of the options. Puppy party. Well, every day is puppy party in my
I don't have a puppy.
Yeah, no. All right, let's do 15 minutes and go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
I got it first.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Fail.
I hope mine doesn't fail.
True.
We starting on 15 minute?
No. So did you get anything done, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm just working on a painting. Look, like I said earlier, we should be doing what's bringing us joy right now, and this is bringing me joy.
Well, I managed to write 158 words in my zero draft.
That's exciting, but also don't try and shame me.
Just saying what I did. I ain't worried about what you're doing. Anybody else accomplish anything during that sprint? I'm realizing now that I was like wildly off about how long this draft would take me. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it done in January. I don't even think I'm going to be done in February. So what I'm kind of looking at now is hopefully I should be ready at the latest. I mean, if earlier, great. But at the latest, I'll be ready to do the full like first draft, like moving from zero draft to first draft for camp in April.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it might take me February and April or February and March to get this. I mean, I'd like to get it done sooner, but I'm just trying to be honest with myself, and at the pace I'm going, it just seems more likely that I won't be done with the zero draft. But I think the first draft I may be able to get done during camp because I have so much outline in zero drafted that I think I'm hoping that means I'll be able to get that done quicker. Because I'll have taken 3 months to like outline in zero draft.
I think that's a good goal to have too.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to try, if I'm there, whatever day I start actually doing the first draft, I'm going to try to do my first ever 10K day, which I've never done before. So I want to see how good the outline I made in my zero draft is if I'm able to get 10K done in one day. So that's future Laura projections there.
A sneak peek into Laura's future content.
Yeah. Someday I'm hoping again, that maybe I'll be able to do some content this weekend. I'd really like to. I'm hoping to be in better spirits and a better headspace. Let's see. Lainey revised 1 page. I'll take it. That's good. Lazelle's almost done reading through the chapters you have to get done for today.
Lexa started editing a reading wrap up.
Nice. I was so pulled into the book, you managed to startle me a little. Thank you.
Well, it's pretty startling.
162 words. Nice. Toby didn't die, so that's good.
I mean, look, that's all any of us can hope for nowadays,
Catherine, I'm so jealous of everyone that makes like such beautiful mood boards. Like Lainey is the queen of mood boards. And Lindsay is too. And so I hate the mood board that I currently have. I'm just like not good at it. But I found a new photo that I really like that I want to add. So I might be trying to make a better mood board. Some people just have like, I just don't have like an aesthetic. I'm cheap and tacky. And like, I'm not good at aesthetics. I'm not good at that stuff. I'm cheap and tacky. I'll put that on my headstone. She was cheap and tacky and had no.
You could do to your headstone is put "I'm cheap and tacky" on it.
Cheap and tacky and have no aesthetic. And 2 left feet and fucking ugly shoes.
Alexa,
you know what that's from?
I do.
I know
Alexa,
you do. I
will pray for. I wasn't. Mom was. I will pray for you to finish that book. 20K words a month. I'll pray for you.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to do 80, 74K in April. And 1 month. I mean, I probably won't be able to do it. I mean, I definitely won't be able to do it, but I'm gonna try. 10K days are not doable for me, Jane. They're not.
I just want to say that Lainey said she edits them in Visco, and I forgot Visco was even an app.
Oh my god. Lainey's a Visco girl. But it's like not even just, I mean, yes, I definitely think like the filtering, the editing and stuff, but it's like I don't even pick the right images. I just don't even know what to pick.
I mean, the fact that you filter them actually makes me realize, I thought you just happened to find a bunch that like cohesively went together color palette wise. So it makes me feel better knowing that you are.
Yeah, that is a good point. It's a good point.
Because sometimes I have ones that are like really bright and like really dull. So knowing that you edit them.
Wait, Lainey, you'll be drafting your new one, you mean? The Crime Family, right?
I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to work on for camp. Hopefully I'll be done with the middle grade by April.
And someone asked when camp is. It starts April 1st. Alexa's book is due in April. When in April is it due, Alexa? Like in the middle of the month or beginning or end? Those are the only options. I know, I started realizing I was just naming all the options, so I was like, how long does it take for an agent to review a synopsis and get back to you? That's a good question, Anna. Maybe Alexa would be better at answering that. I don't know. I spent 4 hours working on the website today. Wow, Regina, that is dedication. Jessica made some updates in a reading planner.
Lainey said that she's going to be drafting that because she'll be on sub in April. Let me tell you, there's nothing better to distract you than working on a new book, because otherwise you'll just obsess. It's me right now. I'm obsessed.
Let's see. 20K a month is doable, hard but doable. Camp is in April and July. 36-hour worldwide write-a-thon is March 13th and 14th.
Crystal, that sounds amazing. Also, Alexa, that does not sound amazing. Honestly, at this point, I would kill to be on a deadline. I would love it.
Pirate Siren Sapphic Romance. Nice.
I love pirate stories.
If I did my draft for April camp, maybe I could be ready to do the next draft for July camp, like have reader feedback and be ready to work off the reader feedback by then, right?
Yeah, it's 3 months.
Yeah. So maybe that could be the plan.
Alexa, you know how terrible sub is. Do not wish that. I mean, yeah, I'm excited for Lainey to go on sub, but let her enjoy the time before. Honestly, I'm kind of dead to sub. I've been perpetually on sub for like 4 years now.
Doggy.
In fact, fun fact, you guys can see behind the scenes, I got 3 rejections the other day.
Are you getting any feedback on these rejections?
So one person said they loved the voice, didn't connect with the story. The other person said they loved the story, didn't connect with the voice. So.
Well, I feel like connecting to the voice is very specific to a person.
Yeah, I agree. So those two didn't really help because they said the complete opposite of each other.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you got any like helpful feedback.
Nah, not really. Crystal, please stop. Crystal said, "You're just on sub until you sell, Kevin. Then you go through it all over again." Thanks. Yeah, Lizelle said going on sub is happy the week when you go out on sub. Yeah, the first week is like so exciting, and then you realize that sub takes forever. Thank you, Alexa. I would hug you if we didn't have to be 6 feet apart. I'll hug you through my screen. Yeah, I mean, editors don't tend to do form rejections, at least in my experience. I mean, some of them are more, they explain more than others, but I don't think I've ever gotten like a just flat like rejection from an editor. agents I have. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody else that's been on sub can agree to
As
that.
long as you no.
I don't know if editors normally give like form rejections. They usually say something. Alexa. I mean, I love that. Like, this is a retelling, but it's not in the exact middle that I need for this to sell. I mean, it's fine. I'm so used to rejections. And also, Regina, I'm sorry that you have a 6-inch tall rejection pile. I've never measured mine out because they're all digital nowadays, but I have a whole rejection folder. Yeah, the editor form rejection is just never responding. That's true. I have had editors like that just never respond to Rena. So I would say that's probably, yeah, more accurate. You falling asleep, Laura?
No, I was thinking about what you're saying. Sorry, I'm spacing out. I didn't get a lot of sleep.
And I'm pretty tired, even though I didn't get a lot of sleep either. I wake up every single night now at around like 1:30. Every single night.
That's a ghost.
I mean, probably. Damien at first thought it was Alfalfa, but when I wake up, Alfalfa's sleeping. So like,
because it's a ghost. Or you died and woke up.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, Alexa, there's that. The acquired a similar project. That actually happened. That was my other. I got a rejection on one of my older books recently, and the editor really liked it, but it was too similar to another book they had that dealt with similar themes and a similar storyline. And I was like, they stole my book, so.
It just sucks because it's like every book has the same like probability of these things happening. So it just sucks so that you just think like the likelihood, you know, like, but every time is brand new. So like you could literally put 12 books on sub and none of them get sold for just stupid reason. Like that has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's not like the more you do it, the more likely someone is to get it. Like you literally just, it's like the same probability every time.
I mean, that's kind of what sucks about sub is that to an extent, some of it is just like chance.
Also, I feel like, and I know obviously you can speak to this better than I can, but I feel like, especially when you're first trying to get an agent with that book, like you are so attached to that book because you spent so long with that book trying to get an agent with it. So then to get an agent with the book and then not sell that book, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that would also be very hard because you feel so much joy of like you spent so much time on that one book to try to get that agent, and then you got the agent and you're like, yes, and then it doesn't sell on sub and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I mean that
happened to Alexa too, right? Alexa, you didn't sell your first book?
It really sucks because like you get that first initial like yes from the agent, and it's like you're so hyped up, but I also it really sucks because that first book did go to acquisitions twice, and no, to ed board twice. I don't know, the earlier stage, and it got rejected. And so like you get so close, you know?
Yeah.
I've actually come to the conclusion I'm okay with it. The fact that my first book, there's like a 3% chance it'll get published, and I'm okay with that. I've moved on. It's so far in my past now that it probably doesn't even live up to the same standard of writing I do now if I went back to it. So like I'm okay with it not selling. I just need to get more books out on sub.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
that's actually kind of how I feel like about my book. Like in hindsight, like looking back at my rejections for my first book, like I understand why I didn't sell, but like at the time, man.
But you did get so close, Kev, that you went to ed boards. Like it's just the right book will be the right book. You know what I mean? Everything happens on time.
And to an extent, I kind of am happy that I did not debut with some of those books because I don't know. Like at the time I thought they were right, but I don't know. My first book especially, that book was chaotic.
Yeah. That's why, like, while I'm definitely planning to query my first book, like, I am not at all thinking that this is going to be the book that gets me an agent. Like, if it does, cool, great, swell, that would be exciting. And I'm still going to, like, try. Like, I'm not going to already, like, accept self-defeat. But I also know that, like, so many people, it takes them several books to get an agent, and then several books, you know, so it's like, I don't even have it in my mind that, like I have, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, this probably is not going to be this, especially since it's like, it'll be like my first one that I'll have really completed, like, to this extent. My first book I wouldn't count to this extent. So the likelihood, I mean, most people don't get agents from their first book. So, like, I'm already, like, telling myself, like, it's probably not going to happen. But I'm still going to try because I feel like I want the full experience of, like, doing the whole thing, throwing, you know, trying to get the queer, you know, do the querying process, especially because I've spent so long working on it. I at least want to try. You know, but I already have book ideas for the next ones when this one's done. But I'm gonna see this one through.
I mean, look, everybody that's like scared of querying, it is intimidating, but there is something exciting about it. And I feel like anybody that's signed with an agent will tell you that, like, it's totally worth it when you finally get that yes. Obviously. So it is intimidating. It can be scary, but it's worth going into it. Wait, Devasia, have you been here this whole time?
No, she thought she could just squeak in at the end.
Called out
like she's just been here the whole time.
I also say, though, that, like, as writers, we have to have, like, a thick skin, because any creative profession you may do is going to come with rejection, and I think that we have to, like, understand that and know that we're going to experience it and just go through it as best we can. But there's nothing wrong. But getting rejection, there's nothing wrong with getting rejection, because, like, think about how many books you've read that you didn't like, or just you just thought were okay.
Yeah.
Like, compared to the
totally
books you absolutely love. Like, it doesn't even have to be one that you didn't like. But, like, think about all the books you've read in your life that you thought they were okay. They were nothing, you know what I mean? Like, an agent has to love a book the way that you absolutely love a book when you read it. So, like, how many of those books do you have that you like fell in love with, that you can't stop thinking about, that you'd be okay with reading 15 times? You know what I mean?
I haven't read one of those in a while, to be honest.
Damien said that he's read his book like 15 to 17 times. So you have to really love a book.
Alexa, I think I'm like you, though. I think I would enjoy querying, even though I know it's, like, totally, like, masochistic, because I loved when I was, like, applying to graduate school, when I was applying to PhD programs. That was, like, the best part. Like I spent, like, a full year, like, you know, prepping for, like, the GREs, and I did all the research on all the different doctoral programs and who the professors are, and I was looking at all the courses that they did over the last couple of years, and, like, compiled lists and talked to people on forums and, like, wheedled down my list, and, like, I loved it. Like, and it was so nerve-wracking because when you apply to PhD programs, only 1% of people who apply to them get in. So, like, I've already been through this kind of process differently, and I ended up applying to 10 programs, and I got into one. So it was like, it's kind of similar to, like, querying. Like, it just takes one. It just takes one yes, and that's it. So, it was waitlisted at a couple of other ones, but I had already accepted the one I took. So, but yeah, so I've already kind of, like, been through this process before, where something is, like, really, like, it's a small number to get in, and it's, like, really hard. And I actually enjoyed the process, and I already had, like, a backup plan when I was applying to PhD programs, that if it didn't work, or what I was going to do. So that's kind of how I'm going into the querying process. But I love all the, like, prep stuff for it, like, you know, researching people and the, you know, all the stuff and getting all the things and having spreadsheets and stuff. That's fun for me, because I'm a nerd about that kind of stuff.
About that kind of stuff, or just in general?
I mean, I'm a nerd about a lot of stuff, really. So
I would say that manuscript wish list is invaluable. People should definitely be using that if they're not.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I still use it to look at editors. And if I ever come across an editor, I'm like, hey, Rena, do we send my book to this one? And usually it's like, she is already aware, but I'm just like, I like to do that kind of stuff.
The problem I have is, like, I already know people are going to reject my stuff, like, that you're going to get more rejections than acceptances. The problem is like, for example, when I was applying to the PhD programs, it's just like a rejection. And that's it. They don't say like we rejected you because this was a stupid paper you wrote or something, right? Like they just reject you. And I would prefer just the rejection, just a polite no thank you. But you know, I don't, and I know that I need to get used to the reasons why I'm being rejected. And I think that's going to be worse. Like the rejection itself, fine, cool, move on. But I don't want someone to like read me for filth on how I'm such a terrible writer and tell me specifics of what they didn't like about it. Like, I don't think I need that.
Okay, but here's what I'll say. How many books?
I know I need it. I know I need it to become a better writer. I like totally get the value of it, but I just don't, I need to develop a thicker skin for that.
It's not even necessarily just that. It's like Lizelle said, that every book is subjective. Like, how many books have you read where you're just like, I don't like the tone of this one. It's not for me.
Yeah, like I dislike more than I like.
So there's no reason, like just because you get a rejection from an editor, it's like, oh, I didn't like the voice in this book. That doesn't mean your voice is bad. It just means that the editor didn't connect with it enough to want to read it a million times.
Yeah.
I mean, book writing is, I mean, book reading, writing, whatever is subjective. Like liking a book is really subjective. And I think that if someone doesn't connect with like a voice or whatever, it's just a personal thing and there's nothing wrong with it.
But I'm just saying, like, I know they give like feedback like, well, there was this wrong with it. I just don't think I want it.
To be honest, you're more likely just to get form rejections.
That's what I'm saying. I would just rather. I'd rather, like I said, a polite, no, thank you. We'll pass.
I would say like 90% of mine were just form rejections. Even people that had the full manuscript, they usually just form reject. Well, not all of them, but some of them did. And I felt that was weird. I feel like it was weird to form reject someone when you had a full, but what do I know? I'm not an agent. I agree with what Jessica said. Art is subjective. Unless it's mine, everyone loves all my art. Because I am
the art.
The art.
Come on, Miranda. You can do it.
Lizelle. Okay, you want to hear something? I'm not going to say the agent's name because I'm not here to put anybody on blast. But I did get some requests for Pitmad. And so I sent it out, and then I got an offer. So I sent out the follow-up ones. And there was this agent in particular who was like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I'm excited. I'm going to keep reading it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm loving it so far. And then the day before the deadline, he was like, I'll have an answer for you tomorrow. I'm still loving it. I'm still reading it. And then he ghosted me. I was like, you literally emailed me, maybe it was like 2 days before the deadline, but he emailed me like really close to the deadline, was still telling me he was reading it and loving it. You have an answer for me soon. And then he just ghosted me. Now, I know who that agent is now and some stuff about this agent, and I'm glad I don't have this agent. But it was still weird at the time. I was very... Like, who ghosts you when, like, I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird situation.
I have to admit, I'm a ghoster.
Okay, but if you're going to, you know what I mean? Like, that in particular, I feel like was a weird...
I am just so incredibly uncomfortable. I just want to slink away from situations sometimes. I'm just saying. I was reading Alexa's comment that she was like, she hates people that ghost her. And I was like, I will admit, I know it's so mean, and I have been ghosted in my life, and it is very hurtful. But I've also ghosted people because I'm just like, this is so uncomfortable. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to slink away. And sometimes I wish people would slink away. Like, please ghost me. I don't need the fallout.
I feel like it's different. No, it wasn't that agent. I feel like it's different though when like you're an agent. It's your job to like. It's one thing to, I know a lot of agents just don't respond, but when you email me twice leading up to a deadline telling me you're excited, you're still reading, you'll have an answer for me, he told me I was going to have an answer, and then goes to me, that to me is weird and shady.
I'm just thinking like in life experiences, I've definitely ghosted people on things because I just am awkward. I am awkward, and then sometimes I'd rather just avoid.
I mean, I don't think I would have worked well with that agent, so it's fine. I would have been fired by that agent already.
But I get, like, I totally understand why you don't want form rejections. I totally get it. Like logically. I'm just saying my poor little, I need to develop thicker skin. So I know in the beginning it's going to be
so weird because you don't seem like the type to have thin skin.
Me?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm the type to have thin skin?
I don't think you act like the type to have thin skin.
Okay, here's what I will say though, and I'm just going to be really honest and raw about it. My writing in particular, not just fiction, but just writing in general, is something that I pride myself on. It's very much entangled with who I am as a person. I spent 12 years honing my writing skills and teaching writing and being an academic, and my whole identity is like wrapped up in it. So when someone says something negative about that, it feels like ultimately critiquing me as a person. And like it's like the one thing I feel good about is like my ability to like it's not that I necessarily feel good about this book in particular, but just writing as a thing is something that is so strong in me, and like I feel very confident. I don't have very many things in my life I feel very confident about, and it's like the only thing I feel like I'm good at. So if anyone says anything about that, it's like taking away the one thing where I feel like everything else I'm horrible at. So it's just very, very personal for me. And I know that I have to get a thicker skin. Like, you don't have to tell me that. I know that.
No, I just think that
I'm just saying that's why other things, I have a really thick skin. Like, you can call me fat, you can call me poor, you can call me white trash, you can call me whatever. None of those things bother me. But if you were to call me like stupid or say I don't write well, like that hurts me. That hurts me because I don't like feeling stupid. I don't like feeling like that is just very much my identity of how I see it.
I've never heard of an agent say like this is poorly written. They'll just go.
No, I know that.
So like my thing is though is that like again that writing is subjective. So like just because someone doesn't vibe with the voice of your book doesn't mean that you're a bad writer.
I know, and I know that in like logically, I know that intellectually, but it's like when the only thing I've ever been praised for my whole life is that kind of stuff. It's like scary because now it's like academic writing and like that kind of stuff. Like it's something that you can kind of just like, I don't know. It's just different. It's just different for me. So it's like, but it's something I need to work on. I know that about myself, and I also need to like realize that I have more to offer than like it's not who I am, and like not liking my writing does not mean you don't like me or that there's something wrong with me. It's just it's a me thing, But you can literally read anything else about me, and I have very thick skin.
Well, according to the chat,
literally, okay, I have very dry psoriasis. It's disgusting. So, okay.
According to the chat, it's not just you.
It is. It's very wrapped up in like who I am. Yeah, people. I definitely, Alexa. I like certain types of people. Like the fact that I didn't finish my PhD is such a hard thing for me because it was like a personal choice I made. But I like was so obsessed with people for a really long time, thinking that I couldn't do it, and that's why I didn't finish. And it's like I cared so much what people thought that I stayed in the program longer than I should have when I wasn't doing well mentally, because I was going through personal stuff, and I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy doing it, but I was so scared that people would think I was stupid, that I was like too stupid to finish. And so for a really long time, I would always tell people, just so you know, I did finish all the coursework, and I was at one of the top of my class, and I'd won a bunch of awards, and I had, presented at conferences. Like I felt the need to like tell everybody that because I was so afraid that it's just one of my triggers of people thinking I'm stupid or not good enough when it comes to that kind of stuff. And it's a work in progress for me. I'm working on it.
Book Teak said, Laura, you seem like a bad bitch rolling with gangs, PhD submissions.
I have a very colored life, I will say that. Yeah. It's so funny. But I could talk for hours on
you do.
I know why the PhD didn't work for me long term. But sometimes when I start feeling bad about myself too, I think I should just go back and finish, because all I have to do is finish the dissertation, and then I have to remind myself like, oh my god, why am I saying that? Everyone has to remind me. It's like, you were not happy doing it. It's like this thing that I feel like if I do it, it'll make me feel better about myself.
No,
it's like no, it'll just make me miserable. Like, didn't want to do it. So thank you, everybody. And it makes me feel better that a lot of you like understand where I'm coming from with this. Like, it's totally like a me thing. It's yeah. And I know no one's gonna be that mean. Like, but I just feel like when someone says like, oh, like I didn't really like connect with this person, I'm gonna be like, then you don't connect with me, and no one in life connects with me. I'm utterly and forever alone. So.
Actually, you know what? I did get a mean rejection from my
See, I'm actually very dramatic. So yeah, you did get one.
Yeah.
See, and I just think that actually, I don't know how I would handle that. I actually tend to get very defensive when people are mean.
I mean, I cried.
Yeah, but I feel like I would be that person who would just blow up everything. You know what I mean? Like, write a really nasty letter, and then there would be all these like tweets about me, and then I would just ruin my whole publishing career before it ever started.
I mean, I put that agent's on my shit list forever. I will never blurb anything for that person. Like, they burned a bridge. So.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up with what everyone's saying. Emmett, that's so true. Like, Wrote My Way Out, the Hamilton song, is like one of my favorite. I always listen to that when I want to make myself right again. It's on I have like a playlist of like Shut Up and Write, and it's like all these songs I listen to when I need to get back into.
Laura, it's the high pitch thing.
Okay. Is it still there?
Clap or something. Sometimes when you do a loud noise, it makes it go away.
Look, I'm like,
still doing it.
All right, hold on. I'll turn it off and then turn it back on.
It's still doing it. Alexa, I had an agent basically call my books shallow. I mean, it said a lot of other things too, but that's what got me. Because I was like, you don't know me. Get on my face.
Is it still doing it now?
No, you're good.
Okay. It's probably my shrill, high-pitched voice. Probably sets something off in it where the robot inside starts screaming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, Emmett. It just occasionally does that.
Alexa, someone said the Ivies was shallow. What were they expecting? Some deep expose? I mean, it's supposed to be fun and like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. That reminds me of someone saying like Mean Girls is shallow. It's like, well, what? Were you looking for Ben-Hur? I mean, what did you think you were going to get? Oh, good, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm glad this encouraged you.
Emmett, I got a rejection that said that I got a rejection from an editor that said my gay book is not as good as other gay books. So.
Regina, so I technically don't even get to call myself ABD because after you finish your courses and you start working on your dissertation, you have to take a qualifying exam. You spend a whole year studying for the qualifying exam. And the semester I was supposed to take the qualifying exam, which is what then gives you the ABD title, I left. So I should have at least stayed for the rest of that semester so I could at least say that I'm ABD, but I don't even get to say that, which is so upsetting. But technically, yes, I'm all but dissertation, and I didn't take the qualifying exam. But I did spend the year studying for it.
Yeah, but if you just called yourself ABD, no one would know.
I mean, I usually do. I can't use it. Like, it's like a technical thing when you're working in academia, so I can't use it technically. But I mean, I'm all but the dissertation. I finished all the coursework. I studied for the exam, and I already had all the stuff like ready for the exam because it's like the qualifying exam is actually just like defending your idea for your dissertation, which I had already unofficially done. So it's whatever. It's boring stuff. It's old, Laura. Just saying.
I'm having a me party.
But I just feel like, Alexa, I mean, I'm not saying it isn't shallow or it is. I'm just saying I don't know what people are expecting when they, like, I just feel like that criticism is kind of like, what? You know, like, it's a, I don't know. What do they want, you know? And I haven't read it, so I have no idea. And I definitely think shallow doesn't mean stupid, or did they also call it stupid? Also, you should stop reading your reviews, Alexa. I agree. Soapy does not equal shallow, for sure. They work at the Harvard bookstore? The person who reviewed it? But that's what I'm saying is when okay, maybe I'm misspeaking on what I mean by shallow, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know how people are using it. Like, what are they expecting? What would someone consider a shallow? Like, I don't know. When you're talking about, like, a book or a movie, like, when I think shallow, I think, like, reality TV. Right? Like, is it on that level? I highly doubt it. So it feels like calling something shallow is sort of stupid. Like, what else are their expectations? What are they using to deem something not shallow?
Alexa, you're just punishing yourself. Anyway.
Yeah. I should have just done the exam, but I was just, like, over it, dude, at that point. I was like, I'm out of here. Diane, it's funny that you it's funny that you asked that about rejection sensitivity. I do know about that. It's one of the things that I've been I'm actually working on trying to get an official diagnosis for ADHD. So it's one of the things I'm going through lately that has gotten to me. So yeah, I'm very familiar with that. And I definitely think that's what I definitely think that's what it is. Yeah, definitely any, like, so LGBT books being compared to each other, or, like, they do the same thing with any sort of, like, minority, like, oh, here's a book by a Black author and a book by a Black author, let's compare them, as if just because both people are Black, like, that doesn't make their books comparable, and they shouldn't be pinned up against each other either.
But they do. The guy that did it was a straight editor who's actually does a lot of very famous, popular books. So.
Maybe this is, like, a controversial thing for me to say, and I certainly don't mean this in a negative way, but I guess I just don't really consider any YA books that I read complex. I mean, I don't know what we're using to define complex, so that's why I don't understand why someone would call it shallow, because I don't know, like, again, what would you say is a complex YA book? Maybe I just don't have that. I just don't think of any of them as, I mean, I guess they are. I guess maybe I'm not articulating that, but I guess I'm just not expecting, like, I don't know, I can't even think of, like, a book they're not going to be, like, you know, Infinite Jest or something. Yeah, exactly, Miranda. She should not be reading her reviews. You should have someone read them for you, Alexa, and then funnel you the good ones, and then that's it. I think that's what I'll do. I think, like, if I ever have anyone review my books, I'll just have Aaron tell me the good ones.
I wouldn't.
Maybe we can, like, what?
Here's the reason I won't recommend that either, is because I read my friend's not to say who, one of my agent siblings books. I read it and I really liked it, and so I decided I was going to read her reviews for her. And I almost responded to every bad one to be like, "No, you're an idiot. This is why you didn't understand it. It is such a good book."
Oh yeah, I could see Aaron being a little defensive.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I was like, "This is why you're wrong."
Bananas, I'll be completely honest. A master's in publishing is not necessary. And I honestly wouldn't. I think the only way it would be necessary is it could help you with networking. But if you already have like a way to network or do an internship, then the master's is not worth it.
Well, I was going to say is that a lot of times masters in creative fields are often about networking.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if you don't have other ways that you could network, it would need to be a school that for sure could give you networking opportunities that you can't otherwise get.
I would say Emerson is like but it's expensive.
Or something that's in like New York City, like somewhere where you could definitely get those. But if not, if it's just like, oh, in like Kansas, then I would say no. I mean, I guess there's a caveat to all of that. Like it would depend, but
anyway, I should probably be get going.
Same. I agree, Alexa. Hunger Games is very complex, so you're right. And I certainly didn't mean that to like downplay. I guess it's just like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I guess I just think the critique of Shallow is so like stupid. I just think that's like a stupid critique for someone to make.
You know what I think is a stupid critique is when people read a book and they'll be like, this read like it was written for teenagers. It's like, because it was 35-year-old. Like,
yeah.
I
don't see people saying that anymore, though. I haven't seen anyone say that in a long time.
It happens a lot on middle grade books. They'll be like, this read a little young. It's like, you're a 30-year-old. What do you mean it read a little young? Or like, oh, this wasn't for me, 1 star, because, the voice. It's like, it's a read young. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Anyway, yeah. I have to get going.
Yeah, same. Let me just say something real quick to Lizelle. Yeah, Lizelle, that's what I would maybe think of in terms of like the reason why I think Hunger Games is complex is because I think it's dealing a lot with trauma and really complex issues of trauma. But yeah, not necessarily issue books. But yeah. Oh, and the other thing real quick too is just the reason why I think reading bad reviews once your book is published is out is because like you can't change the book. It is what it is. I think I would just like to know that some people are enjoying it, and that's all I would need to know. If there are people not enjoying it, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know it. I can't change it. Like I can't change anything. So but all right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and putting me in a better mood today. And just
Laura's about to go eat her gummies and go to sleep.
No, I'm gonna take the ZQL. Aaron's gonna eat the gummies. But just remember, we won't be doing a live stream next week because it will be Kevy's birthday. He's turning 35.
29.
So...
29.
Oh, funny stuff. So,
Laura, however, is turning 40 this year.
That is not true. That is categorically untrue. Not until 2023. That is the year I'm going to publish a book. That is the year I turn 40. That's the year I'm going to move back to California. I'm manifesting that right now before you all. Okay? 2023, my debut. 2023, I'm moving back to California. 2023, I turn 40. Boom.
Everyone keeps talking about this manifesting thing. It's not working for me.
You're not doing it right then.
No, but you haven't sent me any good resources. So,
Manifest 2023.
If you're still here, Lainey, if you're still here, please send me some manifesting resources because Laura sucks at it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your help in helping me manifest.
Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday, Elaine.
Oh, happy birthday, Elaine.
All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.